Hello to all fellow viewers. Today's video is focused on Arknights Endfield, the brand new gacha game launching globally tomorrow. Before you jump into the game, there are a few critical things you need to understand, especially how the gacha system works. Does it follow the same character rarity rules as other gacha games, or does it actually bring something new to the table? You'll get all those answers in this video. The goal here is simple: help you avoid early mistakes that could hurt your account and make sure you're pulling for characters you actually want. Buff is a top-up platform made specifically for gacha players. You can purchase Arknights Endfield Originium, battle passes, and other in-game bundles at affordable rates. The process is super simple. Just enter your game UID, email, and server, and your purchased items are delivered to your account within seconds. By using my link, you can save up to 5% on your first Arknights Endfield top-up. Buff has a strong track record, excellent user ratings, and supports multiple payment options for extra convenience. So don't miss out. Tap the link in the pinned comment or description, claim your exclusive coupon, and enjoy your in-game purchases instantly. Before we dive deeper, it's important to understand that the system may look complicated at first glance, but once it's broken down step by step, it's far more manageable than most traditional gachas. That said, even though there has been some controversy surrounding the gacha system in Arknights Endfield, I personally find it surprisingly friendly. In fact, it's genuinely easy to obtain 6-star weapons even on a completely free-to-play account during the beta, so with that out of the way, let's break it all down. Like most gacha games, you obtain characters by pulling on banners. While pulling, the probabilities are as follows: 91% for 4-star characters, 8% for 5-star characters, and 0.8% for 6-star characters. As expected, 6-star characters are the rarest, 4 stars are extremely common, and 5 stars sit comfortably in between. However, this is where a lot of players get misled. Even though 6-star characters are powerful, many 4-star and 5-star characters are absolutely meta and perform extremely well in multiple team compositions. This is also why character rarity alone does not tell the full story. Team synergy, skill kits, and proper investment matter just as much as raw star level. At launch, the game starts with 3 different banners, which later get reduced to 2. Now, here's where a lot of new players get confused, so pay close attention, because misunderstanding this part can cost you valuable resources early on. The first banner is the beginner banner. As you progress through the main story, you receive 40 pulls specifically for this banner. Once all 40 pulls are used, the banner disappears. While pulls on this banner grant characters randomly, the 40th pull guarantees one of the displayed 6-star characters. On top of that, you also receive a box that allows you to choose a 6-star weapon. The character itself is random, but the weapon choice is entirely up to you. Think of this banner as a safety net designed to help you get started without feeling punished by early bad luck. It's essentially the game's way of giving you a strong foundation right from the beginning, pairing a 6-star character with a 6-star weapon relatively early in your journey. Once the beginner banner is gone, this is where your long-term decision-making really begins. After that, we're left with the permanent banner and the limited promotional banner. The limited banner is generally more valuable because it's where new 6-star characters are introduced with each new version of the game. Meanwhile, the permanent banner contains 6-star characters that are available from day one and never rotate out. These are the ones you're currently seeing on screen. The probabilities on both banners remain the same: 91% for 4 stars, 8% for 5 stars, and 0.8% for 6 stars. However, here's where the pity system comes into play. On each banner individually, if you reach 80 pulls without obtaining a 6-star character, the game guarantees one. This ensures you're never stuck pulling endlessly with bad luck. This is where patience really pays off, especially if you're playing free-to-play or spending very lightly. Starting from pull number 65, if you still haven't obtained a 6-star, each pull gains an additional 5% increased chance. This continues until pull 80, where the 6-star is fully guaranteed. Because of this, most players will land their 6-star somewhere between pull 65 and pull 80. Now, to pull on these banners, you'll primarily use a resource called Overall, which you can see at the top right of the screen. This resource is earned by simply playing the game. You can also use materials called Orogeometry, which can be exchanged either for overall or for energy, allowing you to farm more materials from enemies. This flexibility gives players more control over how they spend their resources. We also have tickets. Blue tickets are used exclusively for the permanent banner and are earned through various activities like completing quests or purchasing them from certain in-game stores. Now let's slow down for a moment, because the limited promotional banner is where most players make mistakes. The limited banner works similarly to the permanent banner, but with some very important differences. The biggest one is that you have a higher chance of obtaining the featured 6-star character. On earlier banners, these included characters like Laevatan, Yvonne, and Gilberta. Each promotional banner rotates every 15 days. The base probabilities are the same as before, but when you pull a 6-star on the limited banner, there is a 50% chance it will be the feature character and a 50% chance it will be another 6-star. Additionally, if you reach 120 pulls on that banner without obtaining the featured character, the game guarantees it. This is one of those mechanics that rewards informed players and punishes impulse pulling, so keep this in mind. While the 80-pull 6-star pity carries over between banners of the same type, the 120-pull featured character guarantee does not. If you stop at 110 pulls and the banner rotates, that counter resets. This system might seem harsh at first, but it balances out when you realize the featured character is guaranteed at 120 pulls instead of the typical 160 seen in many gachas. At the end of the day, free-to-play players simply need to be more selective, save resources carefully, and commit only to banners that truly matter to them. When pulling on limited banners, you'll notice 3 different ticket types. The first is the standard limited banner ticket, which can be saved for future banners. The second is a single pull ticket that only works on the current banner and expires afterward. The third is a 10-pull ticket that also expires once the banner ends. This distinction may seem minor, but using the wrong ticket at the wrong time can literally waste pulls. For spenders, the system becomes even more generous. Every 240 pulls on a limited banner grants an extra token for the featured character, allowing you to unlock additional potentials. This is especially relevant for whales aiming to fully maximize a character. Even if you miss a featured character during their banner, they can still appear in the next 2 limited banners if you lose the 50-50. This means characters like Laevatan or Yvonne remain obtainable for a while, which adds long-term value and reduces pressure. On top of that, after accumulating 60 pulls on a limited banner, you receive a dossier that converts into 10 pulls, usable on the next limited banner. This is another example of how the game encourages steady progression instead of all-or-nothing decisions. The weapon system is honestly one of the most player-friendly features in Arknights Endfield. By pulling on character banners, you earn weapon coins. 4-star characters grant 20 coins, 5 stars grant 200, and 6 stars grant 2,000. A 10 pull on the weapon banner costs 1,980 coins. Every 40 pulls guarantees a 6-star weapon, and every 80 pulls guarantees the featured weapon. Because of this, pulling for a character often naturally leads to obtaining their weapon as well, sometimes alongside additional 6-star weapons. Instead of relying purely on luck, the game gives you clear progression paths, which massively reduces frustration. You can also purchase weapons directly using arsenal tickets. Some weapons are always available, while others rotate weekly, many of which are 6-star and meta-defining. Buying weapons this way is often far more efficient than random pulling. Finally, the shop system ensures duplicates are never wasted. Duplicate characters grant both potential tokens and red currency, which can be used to buy upgrade materials or additional tickets. Excess 4-star tokens can be exchanged for resources, while excess 6-star tokens unlock a special shop where 6-star weapons can be purchased directly. This mainly benefits heavy spenders, but it's still worth understanding. And yeah, that's the pity system, or you could say the overall gacha structure of Arknights Endfield. Are you planning to play the game or skip it entirely? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like it and hype it up. I'll see you in the next one.